Weber said D'Angelo Hopgood referred to Asa Stevens as just a little guy. He said he's never fought a guy as tall as me. He's going to have to find his way to the inside. We'll see if Asa Stevens can do that. Round 1 scheduled for 4. That, of course, ruled a slip. Well, Asa Stevens, as an amateur, won tournaments as high as 125 pounds. So even as a youngster, he did fight bigger opponents, but certainly this does present a physical challenge tonight. Hopgood told us that he feels that if he gets his jab working, that nobody can get past it. See Stevens trying some different techniques, trying to get to the inside, trying to hook around that jab, trying to slip it.
Stevens being smart. He is using his jab. You know, just because you have a taller man with a longer reach doesn't mean you shouldn't jab with them.
Ooh, big right hand there from Hopgood, connects.
Hopgood looks like he can punch too. I know I'd mentioned he has 2 KOs in his 2 wins. Kind of hard to tell if he's a real puncher, but certainly looks to be the part.
Hopgood had only 16 amateur fights. Said he lost only 3 of them. Been boxing since the age of 15. So certainly a vast differential in terms of long-term schooling inside the sweet science between Stevens and Hopgood, but Hopgood having his moments here in the early rounds.
Yeah, Hopgood's actually having a very good round. He's flashing that dangerous right hand to the head and to the body so far. He's maintaining the range, keeping the fight at the distance that he wants. There's a nice attempted check hook from Stevens there.
Stevens breaks through with a nice left hand. Didn't get all of that one, but broke through. Still trying to find his range on Hopgood here is Asa Stevens.
Yeah, Stevens, he's realizing that he needs to be all the way in or all the way out, because that middle distance, he's getting touched with shots like that, those jabs over the top, those right hands. Oh, watch the heads there.
That's certainly a very common way for head clashes to happen with southpaws and orthodox fighters, Chris, with the southpaw trying to step inside a left hand or the left jab, and then the heads coming together.
Yeah, I mean, you know, both of their power hands are obviously in the backside, and when they're opposite hands like that, it leaves their heads to meet in the center, which is why you get so many of those head clashes.
Hopgood again comes over the top of the right hand. A sweeping right connects for Hopgood.
You know, it's the first round with an orthodox and southpaw. You always got the battle of the front foot. Whoever can keep their front foot on the outside is going to have the advantage. You see both men at times having that position.
Stevens lands with a nice left hand.
Keep staying behind that stab, okay? Keep staying behind that stab. Touch it to the body. No. Keep him out. Okay? He gonna open up all the shots for you, okay? Okay. More speed on him, okay? Now you're looking for too much power. Good round. You get better. Here, let's go.
So good opening round. If you're a supporter of D'Angelo Hopgood, you have to like how things were looking in that opening round. Even if you didn't score it for him, you have to like how this is shaping up.
Yeah, I mean, the fight is being fought at the real estate that he wants. He wants to be on the outside. He wants to be long. He wants to be able to pull away, not get touched with those shots, and throw his big right hand. He's got like a Tommy Hearns-esque build to him.
Hopgood said that he obviously wants to maintain that range, but he also wants to be the one moving forward. You're seeing a bit of that strategy right now as he lets his hands go. One of those right hands landed to the body.
Yeah, that's where Stevens has had the most success so far in round number 1, was to the body. A couple hard, stiff jabs down there, some left hands.
Hopgood again going back downstairs to the body. Stevens looking for that big home run right hook counter.
Yeah, Hopgood is flashing some hand speed as well. He's letting his hands go nice on the inside.
Well, Stevens has really just been plagued by an inconsistent schedule throughout his pro career. Even his pro debut was rescheduled a million times, almost over a year of reschedulings. And Stevens just trying to get a regular schedule, as we mentioned during his ring walk, to try and get on pace with some of his amateur contemporaries.
Yeah, that's tough in the beginning. You really want to stay busy. I had 5 fights my first year and 5 fights my second year. So that tells you how much that can be affecting Asa Stevens in his pro career.
Stevens trying to become the next breakout star from Hawaii. Of course, the Hawaiian Punch, Brian Valoria, the most recent one. If you want to go way back, the former middleweight champion Bobo Olsen as well.
Here we see Asa Stevens utilizing that outside distance. Like I said, all the way in or all the way out. He just needs to be explosive when he closes the distance, get inside, and let his hands go once he's there.
Oh, beautiful counter shot there. I think both men landed at the same time, but Stevens got the better of that exchange.
Yeah, that check hook was a beautiful shot. Ooh, good body shot there on the inside.
Stevens negotiating range a little bit better in this round. There were some quiet moments in this round, but now Stevens working in the place where he wants to work as he digs to the body with a left hand.
Hopgood landed some good body shots with that right hand, though.
Hopgood's corner telling him to clean it up with the left hook. They want to bring left hand behind that right hand. It has given Hopgood some success. Another good round, but a good bounce back, I think, stylistically here for Asa Stevens as he runs Hopgood into another left hand. Well, the final overtime boxing event of the month takes place on Friday, August 25th, when Lorenzo Truck Simpson takes on Vladimir 24K Hernandez.
Not because he's better than you, but you're letting him. You're not doing what you told me you're going to do. When he jabs, you're going to jab over the top. When he throws that hook, you're going to hit the right. Do it. Let it go. Nothing is stopping you but yourself right now. Okay? Nothing. Not one thing in the world.
Here we see where those guys traded right hands there. We saw Asa Stevens landed that nice check hook. He got the better of it. Hopgood went in for another big looping shot. Had more success to the body that round, did Hopgood. Here we see some of those body shots. That one was a little low. But Asa, like you said, had a better bounce back round, fighting at a better distance for his reach.
Round 3 underway. I think it's worth considering the background of this fight again, Chris, and the fact that Hopgood had been eyeing this particular fight, thought he might get it on 3 different occasions. He's been studying Asa Stevens for probably the better part of 2 years on and off. Asa Stevens probably has not been thinking about D'Angelo Hopgood at all. No, Hopgood has come in here with a pretty good strategy.
Yeah, good strategy, a good confidence level. He seemed very confident in the fighter meetings yesterday, and you can tell by the way that he's fighting, he does believe in his ability to be able to get the win here.
He just landed a nice right hand again. Just grazing the chin of Asa Stevens. He rolled with that shot a little bit. Certainly another eye-catching shot for D'Angelo Hopgood as he continues to pile them up.
Place I think that Asa should be looking is a double jab, straight left hand down the middle, because Hopgood doesn't really defend. He just pulls away. He uses his length and his reach to just pull out and fade out. If Asa can take a few steps in behind his jab and put that left hand to where he's going, I think he can land some big shots.
Are you a little surprised at how competitive this is so far?
Yes and no. I expected a lot out of Asa, but I did my research on Hopgood, and I could see, I mean, anyone with that kind of reach and length, and listen, he can punch too, you can see it. It's not an easy task. It was really going to come to whether Hopgood was in shape or not. It certainly seems like he is.
Stevens just missing with that left hand. Hopgood doing some work to the body. Again, these could be dangerous matchups as well. When you get kind of an ugly physical matchup like this one for Asa Stevens over 4 rounds, you can get tripped up in situations like this.
I used to hate 4-rounders because listen, you get a knockdown, you gotta basically knock the guy out in order to win. I mean, you know, without getting a draw. So.
Or you take a round or two to figure out how to get to the inside on a guy that has a 7-inch reach advantage,
and
suddenly you're out of the fight.
Yeah.
Down goes Stevens, obviously a shoulder to the canvas there from D'Angelo Hopgood.
But, you know, and that's another thing that is kind of a surprise to me and probably to Ace is the physicality of Hopgood. He's thrown him to the canvas twice now. You know, we're only in the 3rd round. He is a physically strong guy. You can see it. This is where Asa needs to get the work. Run those hands on the inside. Oh, good left hand. Right hand, rather, from Asa.
Uppercut that landed from Hopgood as well. Good work from both men on the inside. Hopgood did say he's comfortable going to the body and working on the inside. That's not plan A. But he's willing to get his respect in there as he shells up and tries to walk Stevens down right now. Hopgood again doing some work on the inside as Stevens misses over the top of the left.
Worrying about everything else. Get in your bag and do your job. Okay? Look at me. Do your job. Finish strong. Let's go. Get in your bag. Yeah, you can sit on the inside, catch and shoot. Hey, you can sit outside and catch and shoot. Look at me. Look at me. Do your job. Finish strong. Don't worry about your condition. His condition is on point. Look at me. Finish strong. Hey, he got nothing. Let's go.
Fourth and final round, as you just heard from Lupe Contreras. And both men coming out like they want that KO bonus that Lupe Contreras just referenced. I think in Asa Stevens' case, it might be a matter of trying to pull this fight out as well. I mean, are we ready to sound an upset alert here?
I mean, it looked like it since round number 1. I mean, Hopgood is the goods. We've got a good fight in our hands, and really, I think it's going to come down to this round either way for who's going to come out with the victory today.
Oh, big right hand connects there from Hopgood. Stevens banks away to the body.
These guys are throwing heavy leather right now. I'm impressed with Hopgood's ability to shorten up his punches on the inside. He really curls those wrists and knuckle punches on the inside pretty well for a tall guy.
Stevens digs to the body with the left hand. Hopgood trying to fire back with uppercuts.
These guys are going to fight in a phone booth this whole round, it seems like. This is where Asa needs to really separate himself, let those hands go.
I mentioned the sparring that Hopgood has been getting with Javier Zamarone. Certainly helpful to him tonight.
Good body shot from Asa Stevens on the inside there. Left hand to the liver.
Well, the work from Asa Stevens looking a little bit tidier here in the 4th round. A little bit crisper, a little bit shorter to the point of contact from Asa Stevens right now, but Hopgood just continues to move his hands.
Yeah, this is the fight that Asa Stevens wanted earlier on. He really needs to let those hands go on the inside. And when he does, he's finding real success, finding holes in the defense, especially to the body of Hopgood. Oh, good shot there.
Beautiful right hook to the liver there of D'Angelo Hopgood, and then an uppercut to the body. Stevens starting to pound away downstairs on D'Angelo Hopgood. As we take a look in the corner of D'Angelo Hopgood and his trainer Nick Fisher, perhaps sensing that this fight is on the line for his fighter.
Oh, big right hook over the top for Stevens. Good shot over the top with the left hand too.
Stevens looking comfortable, fully comfortable, I think, for the first time in this fight. This is by far the best work that he's put together in this fight.
Yeah, I spoke about the physicality of Hopgood last round, but now we're seeing the physicality of Asa, and I think that's what he needed to do. Show him that, hey, listen, I'm strong too, and this inside game, this is my world.
Hopgood landed a right hand upstairs. Stevens immediately replied, stepped in with a shot to the body. Just whipping those left hands downstairs is Asa Stevens.
Those body shots are paying off big time for Stevens.
Stevens very well may have needed this final round. He saved his best work for last, but D'Angelo Hopgood with a very surprising performance here in Atlanta, and there is the possibility that we will get our first overtime round of the series.
Ladies and gentlemen, after going the distance inside the OTX ring, we consult the official scorecard to determine a winner. Judge Sells scores the bout 39-37 in favor of Hopgood. Judge Cronin 40-36 in favor of Stevens. And Judge Gilbert scores the bout 39-37 in favor of the winner by way of split decision. The Island Boy from Hawaii, Asa